Cavite State University or CvSU started as a pioneer Indang Intermediate School in 1906. Since then, the name of the school went through several changes. Indang Farm School in 1918 and Indang Rural High School in 1927. In recognition of the contributions of Don Severino de las Alas to the community, to the province of Cavite, and to the country, the school was named Don Severino National Agricultural School in 1958. In 1964, the school was converted into a state college called Don Severino Agricultural College, or popularly known as DSAC, by virtue of Republic Act 3917. Finally, on January 22, 1998, DSAC was converted into Cavite State University. CvSU is strategically located within the historic town of Indang, Cavite, which sprawls on 76.6 hectares and is the administrative seat of the whole CvSU system. The Don Severino de las Alas campus, which is the main campus located in the municipality of Indang, maintains 10 colleges, offering 108 undergraduate, 28 graduate, and 13 non-degree programs. The College of Agriculture, Food, Environment and Natural Resources, College of Arts and Sciences, College of Criminal Justice, College of Economics, Management and Development Studies, College of Education, College of Engineering and Information Technology, College of Nursing, College of Sports, Physical Education and Recreation, College of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences, and Graduate School and Open Learning College. CvSU prides itself being the center of excellence in agriculture. Academic programs are regularly submitted for accreditation by the Accrediting Agency of Chartered Colleges and Universities in the Philippines, or AACUP. Of the 92 accreditable programs, 42 have Level 1 status, 22 with Level 2, and 11 with Level 3 status. The BS Agriculture program is so far the only program with Level 4 status. True to the university's mission of developing globally competitive individuals, it has been consistent in producing top-notchers, obtaining 100% passing rate and above the national passing percentage in different licensure examinations. Students have high degree of exposure through the on-the-job trainings and other related activities here and abroad with its international linkages. The university continues to serve foreign students enrolled in different programs who come from Asia Pacific and Oceania, North America, Africa, and neighboring Asian countries. Faculty members perpetually strive for excellence by pursuing masters and PhDs under the Faculty and Staff Development Program, while others are enjoying scholarships from government and non-government organizations. Exposure to national and international fora, seminars, trainings, and workshops is a way of life for faculty and employees to ensure quality output and top-of-the-line delivery of services to its clients. Through the years, CvSU has established satellite campuses through Memorandum of Agreement with the local government units, or LGUs. Two campuses, the Cavite College of Fisheries in Naik and Cavite College of Arts and Trade in Rosario, were integrated to the university by virtue of CHED Memorandum No. 27 Series of 2000. To date, it has 11 satellite campuses located in different municipalities and cities around the province, such as Bacoor City Campus, Carmona Campus, Cavite City Campus, T3 Campus composed of Tanza, Trece Martires City, and General Trias City campuses, Imus City Campus, Silang Campus, and the latest addition to the family, the Maragondon Campus. The CvSU system is headed by the University President, Dr. Hernando D. Robles, who is in charge of the overall administration and supervision. Working hand in hand with the University President are the 5 Vice Presidents. The university has been in the forefront of continuously conducting and producing quality researches and innovations in various disciplines. The research agenda of the university focus on 5 thematic areas on which the research and extension activities are anchored: agri-fisheries and food security,
I'm sorry po, nagka-problema lang po ng konti yung net. Wait lang po.
and credibility of researchers gained the trust and confidence of national and international funding agencies to invest in the conduct of different researchers. Likewise, researchers are given the opportunity to present their papers in local, national, and international arena, and are even encouraged to publish their research outputs in national and international refereed journals. Innovations, new technologies, creative outputs, and intellectual properties are also protected through patent applications. Since 2008, CvSU is the base agency of the Southern Tagalog Agriculture, Aquatic and Resources Research, Development and Extension Consortium, or STARDEC, a consortium fully supported by the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic and Natural Resources, Research and Development, or DOST-PCARD. CvSU has maintained the National Coffee Research Development and Extension Center, or NCR-DEC, that spearheads the planning, establishment, and maintenance of the Coffee Agro-Eco-Tourism Project and produces coffee seedlings and processed coffee products. The university is all out in providing services through the conduct of technology and livelihood trainings, as well as technical assistance for community members. CvSU is also one of the identified partner agencies of the Agricultural Training Institute, or ATI, Region 4A, in its implementation of the Techno Gabay Program, or TGP, in Calabarzon. Through the extension services of the university, ATI gets assistance in establishing Farmers Information and Technology Services, or FIT Center. In a memorandum of agreement signed by the university president and the provincial governor, CvSU has now established the Cavite Water Testing Laboratory, aimed at monitoring the quality of groundwater and surface water to safeguard water security and improve the well-being of Caviteños. The university maintains its various services, sustains its operations through income-generating projects, and manages pure business enterprises. CvSU is also generating considerable income from its flagship product, the Aguinaldo Blend, a major coffee product made from the combination of 4 varieties of coffee: Robusta, Arabica, Excelsa, and Liberica. CvSU Speak of Transformation highlights the ongoing aggressive infrastructure development to position the university among the top universities in the ASEAN region. The establishment of Agri-Eco-Tourism Park is another attraction that would surely boost the income of the university. It is a farm and ecology-based project that will showcase the existing resources, designed to highlight new technologies and boast the natural beauty of the university. Likewise, the construction of CvSU International Conference Center will pave the way for local, national, and international functions and events. Hostel Tropicana is second home to local and international guests and visitors while enjoying their stay in the university, especially during seminars, trainings, conferences, even business and social gatherings and other activities. It is also an ideal venue for different functions, relevant to the operations of the university and a training ground for undergraduate students of related discipline. Clear to its vision and mission, CvSU was hailed as the top-performing state university by ACO in terms of quality assurance, ensuring students of globally competitive programs. In its continuous and concerted effort as it moves forward in one direction, CvSU is now ISO 9001:2015 certified. For 4 consecutive years, CvSU is still the champion, being awarded as the most outstanding state university in gender and development implementation in Calabarzon, a recognition accorded by the Regional Development Council, or RDC. CvSU is currently in transition of strengthening its educational standards, shifting from output-based to outcome-based quality assurance and facing the new challenges of K-12 issues and concerns. Now, facing the challenges to be a global university, CvSU remains to be Level 4 State University in Calabarzon in SUC leveling. For more than a century now, Cavite State University continues to defend the tenets of truth, excellence, and service, vows to uphold its vision and mission, and affirms its commitment that in the next years to come, it will be too fast and too serious in transforming the university into a global university through academic breakthroughs, outstanding researches, remarkable extension services, and updated facilities worthy of global recognition and commendation.
Magandang buhay po sa mga kasama namin dito sa Zoom at sa mga nasa Facebook Live this morning. Welcome to the 3rd episode of ISTORYA, Impactful Services and Transformative Opportunities in Response to the Needs of the Community in the Academe, hosted by Cavite State University Extension Services, and in this episode 3 is in partnership with the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Economics, Management and Development Studies, CvSU-CCAT Campus and CvSU Imus Campus. Ang webinar series na ito po ay para na rin nating monthly tambayan dahil tuwing huling Webes ng bawat buwan ay nakikita-kita tayo para makapagkwentuhan. Kung usaping kalikasan po tayo last month, usaping katapatan naman tayo today as we bring you episode 3 with the theme Maintaining Honesty and Integrity in Public Service in support to the approved Proclamation No. 591, Series of 2004, or the Anti-Graft and Corruption Awareness Month being celebrated every May. Ako po si Lady Eileen, ang tagapagdali ng programa sa umagang ito, and our invited speaker this morning is truly a frontliner in our fight against corruption. Kaya naman po, we will surely learn a lot from him and his staff today. But before we formally start, we would like to remind everyone of our house rules. So to those here on Zoom, please make sure po that your microphone is on mute to avoid distractions, especially during the discussion. And for questions, you may always use the chat box if you are on Zoom or the comment section if you are on Facebook Live. So ngayon po, marami na ako nakikita na good morning mula sa iba't ibang mga unit from the university and from our extension partners in the community. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Ganun din sa Facebook Live. So currently, we have a lot on Facebook Live. So good morning po sa bawat isa. Don't worry po because your questions will be picked up by our staff and they will be addressed during the open forum after the discussion. Pero syempre, more than the questions, we also encourage you to engage and share insights and stories that you have through the chat box and comment section pa rin sa ating Facebook Live. Tandaan po natin, ang ating Istorya webinar series ay hindi lang po seminar, tayo po ay nagkukwentuhan. Kaya naman po, bawat istorya ay mahalaga at we would love to hear your stories too, your thoughts. So please feel free to always chat dito po sa chat box sa Zoom or to put your insights on the comment section sa Facebook Live. Last month po, tayo po ay nag-hashtag challenge accepted tungkol sa ating kontribusyon sa pangangalaga sa kalikasan. But today, pwede po natin gamitin ang hashtag Ako ang Simula, as we believe that integrity starts from our personal commitment to serve the people, to not really for our selfish gain, but to also contribute to our fight against corruption. Kaya po sa lahat ng may mga trust issue dyan, siguro panahon na para makibahagi rin tayo sa solusyon by typing dito po sa chat box and dyan sa comment section, hashtag Ako ang Simula. We will also send a formal evaluation later na kailangan po nating sagutin to get an e-certificate for this activity. So please do answer it after the webinar po. Pero ang pinakamahalagang ambag natin this morning is by sharing this live streaming sa ating Facebook Live, sa official Facebook page po ng CvSU Extension Services. Please do share it with your friends, with your family members, with other people on your Facebook account or your social media account, dahil naniniwala tayo na ang usapin ng integridad sa serbisyo publiko ay mahalaga at makabuluhan para sa lahat ng mamamayang Pilipino. So to formally start this program, we invite everyone to join us in the invocation to be led by Ms. Danica Cubillo, the Extension Coordinator of the College of Economics Management and Development Studies, to be followed by the singing of the National Anthem.
Let us remain silent for a while and put ourselves in the holy presence of our Almighty God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we humbly come before you with grateful heart, praising you with all our being. We thank you wholeheartedly for all the blessings and graces you generously bestowed upon us. Lord, thank you for the opportunity to virtually meet together for the webinar entitled Maintaining Honesty and Integrity in Public Service. May you extend your divine wisdom to our speaker so that he would be able to impart effectively his God-given knowledge to all of us. O loving and gracious God, we lift also to you all the participants in this webinar, so that they would be able to glean the vital information obtained from this worthy activity. May we also retain the valuable knowledge and learning experiences that we derive from this webinar for actual application in our workplace, and continue to remind us that all we do here today, all that we accomplish today, is for the pursuit of truth, honesty, integrity, and in the service of humanity. May you continuously give us strength and courage to face every challenges we will encounter along the way in the fulfillment of our duties. Lord, please continue to watch over our family, friends, and loved ones. Please cover us with your precious blood and protect us from all harm, contagions, and illnesses that can riddle our body and bring dangerous results. Our lives and our health are in your hands. Lord, our trust and faith are in you. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Muli, magandang umaga po sa bawat isa. And we've been seeing a lot of greetings here sa ating Zoom tsaka sa ating Facebook Live. So batiin ko lang po ng konti. Meron po tayong mga kasamahan from CvSU Gentry. Hashtag ako ang simula. Nandito rin po sa Facebook Live ang ating CvSU International and Local Collaboration and Linkages. Mga kasamahan natin from CvSU Imus. And we also have Miss Tina with, I think, her friends from UPLB. So sa lahat po ng mga institusyon na kasama namin ngayon, good morning po. But to formally give us his welcome remarks, palakpakan po natin ang masipag na Vice President for Administrative and Support Services ng Cavite State University, Dr. Camilo A. Polinga. Good morning po, sir.
Thank you, Miss Lady. Good morning. Sa ating masipag na University President, Dr. Robles, sa lahat ng mga Vice Presidents na nandito ngayon sa ating Zoom room, sa ating mga organizers, seminar series na ito led by the Extension Services, headed by Dr. Almira Magkawas. We, in collaboration with the College of Economics, Management and Development Studies, with the Dean, Dr. Tita Lopez, College of Arts and Sciences, dito rin si Dean Bettina Joyce Ilagan, ang CvSU-CCAT Campus kay Dr. Julie Sama, at CvSU Imus Campus kay Dr. Marlon Mojica. Sa ating invited guest who will be introduced formally later, represented by Dr. BELGICA. Other members of the Administrative Council who are present, other officials, sa ating mga RDA coordinators of the different colleges and campuses, sa mga participants natin from other agencies of the government and the private sector, isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Welcome po sa Cavite State University at welcome din po sa ating webinar series ISTORYA. Sabi nga po, ang bawat ugnayan ay mayroong istorya at ang bawat istorya ay dapat may kaugnayan. Ito po ang ating istorya ng ating ugnayan ito ay isang testimonials kung gaano ka-epektibo ang ating extension services. ISTORYA is short for Impactful Services and Transformative Opportunities in Response to the Needs of the Community and the Academe. The extension services is our arm to become relevant to the community. It is our programs for our involvement in the community, our involvement for community development, because kung hindi tayo involved sa development ng community, hindi relevant ang existing ng ating university, lalo na dito sa province ng Cavite. So ito yung dahilan kung bakit in-strengthen ang ating extension services at naglalaan talaga ang university ng pondo para sa lahat ng mga units, academic units, para mag-conduct ng relevant extension activities that will help improve the lives of our service areas, in the communities of our service areas. The third episode, which has a theme of maintaining honesty and integrity in public service, ito ay may kaugnayan sa ating tenets ng university, which is truth, excellence, and service. At ito ay tumpak din sa ating vision to produce globally competitive and morally upright professionals. Kaya in-encourage ko ang ating mga participants na sila ay mag-engage sa ating resource persons, no less than the chairman of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. So let's try to make use of the presence of the chairman by asking and make some clarifications about our fight against corruption. So again, sa lahat ng mga participants, just enjoy our webinar this morning, and I hope that in the next series you'll also participate. Again, welcome sa ating Istorya Episode 3, Maintaining Honesty and Integrity in Public Service. Magandang umaga po sa lahat.
Marami pong salamat, Dr. Pulinga. Indeed, it is our time to ask yung ating mga kasamahan ngayon from the office of our guest speaker para mas makita natin kung anong role nga ba ang pwede rin nating gampanan sa ating fight against corruption as one nation. Sa puntong ito naman po, kung usapin ng serbisyo, isa siguro sa pinaka-challenging ay ang maglingkod bilang Pangulo ng isang malaking pamantasan. Kaya naman, hingan po natin ng mensahe sa umagang ito ang ating ever-supportive and hard-working University President. Good morning po, Dr. Hernando D. Robles.
Good morning, magandang umaga, Eileen, sa ating mga tagapagpakilala. Naririnig po ba ako ng malinaw?
Yes po, sir.
Oo, kasi konti na lang sasabihin ko kasi nasabi na lahat ni Dr. Pulinga. Mahirap talaga yung pangalawa ka magsasalita. Baka yung sasabihin natin ay nasabi na. But anyway, because of this webinar series, Istorya, so I want to join the kwentuhan natin. Ito ang kwentuhan na may kwenta o kwentong may kwenta. So una po, gusto kong batiin of course ang ating Vice President for Administrative and Support Services, Dr. Camilo A. Pulinga, sa mga bumubuo po ng webinar series na to, yung mga organizers, Dr. Mira Magkawas, Director for Extension and Services, the Dean of College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Bettina Joyce Ilagan, the Dean of the College of Economics, Management, and Development Studies, Dr. Tita Lopez, the Administrator of CvSU-CCAT Campus, Dr. Jolie Sama, and CvSU Imus Campus Administrator, Dr. Marlon Mojica. Of course, ating mga panauhin, siya po ay ipapakilala ng lubusan mamaya sa isang video presentation. But gusto ko rin pong batiin, palagay ko kapatid dito ni Secretary GRECO, si Dr. BELGICA. Magandang umaga po. At sa kanyang kasama si Mr. Martin Yu ng PACCPIO. So lahat po ng participants dito sa ating Zoom room at sa mga nanonood o nakikinig sa ating FB live stream. Isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Una po ay gusto kong batiin po ang mga organizers sa pagsasang-ayos ng mga aktibidades na ganito. Ito ang natawag natin na istorya, na ang sinasabi natin kautugan nito ng impactful service and transformative opportunities para sa ating pong mga service communities. Ito po ay pangatlo sa series na kanilang ginagawa under ugnayan programs. So ngayon ay ang topic nila ay integrity, honesty and integrity sa public service. Una po, nabanggit natin ang ating tenets ay about truth and excellence in service. Of course, through extension services, we are doing our best to educate or to communicate whatever programs that Cavite State University is being offered. So, sabi nga po natin, yung honesty o yung katapatan. Alam niyo po, pag sinabi nating tapat, ay yung tunay na tapat. Na kahit nung baligtarin, ang salitang tapat ay tapat pa rin. So, wala pong kanyan, walang kabaligtaran. Pag sinabi nating tapat, baligtarin mo man ang salitang tapat, ay tapat pa rin. So, at ito po ay tamang-tama sa ating naimbitahan na tagapagsalita o resource speakers for today's webinar. Alam na po natin ng ating head ng PACC o yung Philippine Anti-Graft Commission na ating inimbitahan na resource person ngayon ay isa sa mga maituturing natin na working official ng ating gobyerno. Ngayon po ay alam nyo naman, nung isang araw na baltaan natin ay medyo sila ay busy sa FDA sa pag-iimbestiga kung bakit ang mga serbisyong dapat nilang gampanan ay medyo natatagalan. So yun po ang trabaho ng ating mga as a PACC, ang siguraduhin na ang ating mga serbisyong bayan ay talagang napapatupad natin. Iwasan natin yung corruption, iwasan natin ang mga palakasan sapagkat dito po nasusukat ang ating katapatan sa serbisyo kung wala tayong kinikilingan, walang pinoprotektahan. Sabi nga ng GMA7, serbisyong totoo lamang. So yan po ay maririnig natin ang ating mga dapat gawin sa pamamagitan ng pagkikinig sa ating resource person na alam naman natin na siya ay pinili ng pamahalang ito of this government sapagkat siya po ay person with integrity and honesty at alam natin yan. At mamaya, kung ano po ang gusto niyong tanong ay pwede nating itanong upang mapalawak pa ang ating kaalaman kung paano natin masusugpo ang graft and corruption at inequality dito sa ating minamahal na bansang Pilipinas. Ang akin lamang pong hiling sa inyo ay makinig kayo, gamitin natin ang oras na tayo ay makipag-ugnayan through this webinar series entitled ISTORYA. Muli po, isang magandang umaga sa ating lahat at sana po tayo ay maging ligtas sa anumang sakuna na dulot ng COVID-19. God bless us all.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Robles. Let us keep that in mind na ang tapat, pagbali-balik ka rin mo man, tapat pa rin. At dahil ito ang kwentong may kwenta, payo nga ni Dr. Robles, patuloy tayong makapag-ugnayan. So please, don't forget to share this event on Facebook Live and i-type natin ang hashtag Ako ang Simula dahil ang bawat ugnayan ay may istorya. We would also like to mention po, before we continue, other community partners we have with us today, like our participants from CPSU Negros Occidental, those coming from Cavite Provincial Public Employment Service Office, and those from Provincial Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Cavite. So maraming salamat po for joining us today at hindi ko na po patatagalin pa kasi ako po mismo ay excited na rin sa kanyang baong istorya. Kaya po para ipakilala sa atin ang ating tagapagsalita ngayong umaga, palakpakan po natin ang tila hindi napapagod naming dekana mula sa College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Bettina Joyce P. Ilagan. Good morning po, Dean.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Eileen. To our University President, Dr. Hernando D. Robles, Vice President for Administrative and Support Services, Dr. Camilo A. Polinga, and to all the Vice Presidents present in this meeting room and watching on FB Live, Director for Extension, Dr. Almira Magkawas, fellow administrators, faculty members, colleagues, students, and friends, good morning. We are privileged to have a busy man for our resource speaker today, and we are grateful to him for accepting our invitation. On a personal note, I would like to thank Mr. Carl Raymond Perez for linking us with him. Our resource speaker is a graduate of San Beda University with a degree in marketing management. He holds a postgraduate degree on international trade and commerce from the University of California, Berkeley, and is currently working on his thesis for the Executive Master of Arts in National Security Administration at National Security College at Camp General Emilio Aguinaldo. Our guest is popularly known in Manila as ang Batang Magiling, and I believe he truly is. He was elected as City Councilor of Manila in 2004 and at the age of 26, and for that, he holds the record for being the youngest to be elected for such post. In 2013, he questioned the constitutionality of the pork barrel system, a very controversial case that had 3 prior Supreme Court rulings that said that PDAF was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of him with a unanimous vote of 14-0 and said that the pork barrel system is unconstitutional. This landmark case was later known as the BELGICA ruling. He is the founder of the Truth and Justice Coalition, a non-stock, non-profit, non-government organization that works to strengthen the justice system through education, where corrupt and abusive public officials are punished swiftly and unjust systems changed. He is also the founder and president of the Federalismo ng Dugong Dakilang Samahan, which is the successor of the Democratic Party of the Philippines and now a national political party accredited by the Commission on Elections on October 30, 2018. In 2016, he was endorsed by President Rodrigo Duterte in his bid for a senatorial seat. At present, he serves as chairperson of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. And ladies and gentlemen, to talk on maintaining honesty and integrity in public service, let us virtually welcome to Cavite State University, Honorable GRECO Antonious BEDA B, BELGICA.
Ako po si GRECO BELGICA, ang nagpatanggal ng pork barrel at DAP sa Supreme Court.
Siya si GRECO.
There are more corrupt officials now than there were before. And it is because of the pork barrel system.
He's a pastor, but people say he could have been an actor.
Hinulma ng pananampalataya at disiplina.
Subalit, ang lahat ng public land sa nakatiwangwang, hahayaan nating pakinabangan ng mga taong gustong magtanim. Kung gusto po nating magbago, uunahin nating alisin yung mga taong magnanakaw.
May prinsipyo to. Wala itong ginawa kung hindi mag-expose ng anomalya sa gobyerno.
Takbuhan ng mga biktima.
But this has been the intention of every politician to get into office, is to get their hands on pork barrel. The only reason that we remain very poor in a very wealthy nation is because of corrupt politicians in government.
Sumbungan ng inaapi.
Para ang tao hindi tinatawid sa hirap, kundi naaahon sa hirap.
Nangako at tumupad.
Ito yung nag-expose ng korupsyon sa military.
Hinarang ang katiwalian sa ngalan ng Diyos at bayan.
Pinapatakbo ko, ayaw eh. Na totoo. Bira yan sa tao yung crusader. Not for the money, but for the cause that you believe in. It's really your values that I like.
Sumigaw laban sa pang-aabuso.
Huwag magbebenta ng boto dahil ang mamimili ng boto magnanakaw sa gobyerno.
Kakampi ng pamahalaan.
And si GRECO BELGICA, also one of those who fought the DAP before.
Nanatili sa tawag ng laban.
One day, we will be going to the ombudsman to file criminal charges against the cases.
Ipinaglaban ang katotohanan.
That the pork barrel system is unconstitutional.
Hindi magpapatinag.
Sobra na po ang krimen dito sa ating bayan. Ibalik ang parusang kamatayan sa korupsyon.
Sa anumang pagsubok at laban.
Sana matamatay hanggang matapos ang
Siya si GRECO. Ang bantay ng bayan.
Ano kaya ang nalalagaran?
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagkakaimbita sa akin upang makasama ko ngayon sa isang online webinar in line with the celebration of the Anti-Graft and Corruption Awareness Month. Ako po si GRECO BELGICA, Chairman ng Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission na nilikha ng Pangulong Duterte sa ilalim ng EO 43 noong 2017. Upang siya ay tulungan na tutukan ang mga kaso ng katiwalian sa gobyerno, lalong-lalo na sa mga high-ranking government officials. Ito po ay sagot sa pangako ng Pangulo noong kampanya na kanyang lalabanan ng korupsyon sa ating bansa. Noon pa man, kahit noong ako ay wala pa sa pamahalaan, advocate na po ako ng pagbabago sa ating bansa. Mula sa manumalyang pork barrel, PDAF at DAP na aking pinaglaban sa Supreme Court hanggang sa ngayon sa pagsisiwalat ng mga korupsyon sa pamahalaan. Kung maaalala po ninyo, yung napapanood nyo na binabasa ng Pangulong Duterte sa kanyang Talk to the People tuwing gabi, karamihan po doon ay trabaho ng PACC. Ang tema ng ating okasyon ngayong araw ay Maintaining Honesty and Integrity in Public Service. Nais ko pong palalahanan ang lahat, lalong-lalo na ang aking mga kasamahan na empleyado ng gobyerno, that public office is a public trust. Ang paninilbihan sa gobyerno ay isa lamang pribilehiyo at kaakibat nito ang pagiging tapat sa sinumpaang tungkulin at tapat sa mamamayang umaasa sa atin. Sa ngayon ay naglunsad ang PACC ng Project Kasangga, Tokhang laban sa korupsyon, alinsunod sa utos ng Pangulo at kanyang hangarin na ilaan ang natitirang panahon ng kanyang pamumuno sa pagpapaging ng laban ng gobyerno kontra korupsyon at red tape. Ang proyektong ito ay humihikayat sa iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan na makilahok sa ating laban kontra katiwalian. Ang ating pagsasama-sama at pagtutulungan ay isang napakalaking hakbang upang makapagdala ng pagbabago na ating inaasam. Kapag nabubulgar ang mga katiwalian at ang mga mali sa sistema o proseso, nagkakaroon tayo ng pagkakataong baguhin at pagandahin ito. At kahit papaano ay napipigil ang mga mapagsamantalang gumagawa ng mga kasamaan. Piso man yan o 1,000 basta nagnakaw ka sa kaban ng bayan, korupsyon po iyan. Huwag nating ipagpalit ang ating dangal at dignidad sa kakarampot na halaga o kahit malaki pa. Sa bawat piso na nawawala sa atin, kapalit nito ay magandang serbisyo publiko. Sana ang makukuha ng tao. Pondo sa pagpapagawa ng mga silid-aralan at pambili ng libro o para sa libreng edukasyon. Nararapat yan na makarating sa mga kababayan nating tunay na nangangailangan, hindi lamang sa bulsa ng iilang nananamantala sa ating bayan. Ngayong panahon ng krisis, napakahalaga na tayo ay magtulungan. Mga kaibigan, mga kasama, alam ko pong mahirap itong ating pinag-uusapan ngayon. Pero alam ko din na kung tayo ay magsasama-sama sa tulong ng Diyos, pagtatagumpay tayo. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong BELGICA. Sabi nga po ni Sir, di ba, huwag nating ipagpalit ang ating dangal sa kakarampot na halaga. At kahit piso pa yan, kapag kinuha ito sa pondo ng bayan, korupsyon pa rin ito. Kaya naman po, to represent him today, we have with us, let's all welcome Dr. Eliazar B. BELGICA.
Ma'am Eileen, before we have Dr. BELGICA, I'll introduce him briefly to everyone. Unfortunately, Chairman GRECO BELGICA couldn't join us live today, but he sent an able representative this morning in the person of his executive assistant, who is a registered midwife and a registered nurse. He holds 2 master's degrees, one in public administration and one in nursing. He finished Doctor of Education and was a correctional health nurse prior to joining the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. He wants to be described simply as a regular Filipino citizen with a heart for public service, students, and the youth. He was raised by a single mother and was an MMA fighter for Team Lakay La Union before joining PACC. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome, very young looking, Dr. Eleazar E.L. Belgica.
Hi, good morning, everyone. To the deans, professors, officers, to the president, of course, and the vice president, and students of Cavite State University. I'm very much honored to speak with you all today here at CSU with the theme entitled Maintaining Honesty and Integrity in Public Service. I actually just shared the live feed on the chairman's page. Well, I believe Chairman GRECO BELGICA already mentioned and introduced in a nutshell of what PACC is and how it was created and its functions. So I hope it created a sense of awareness of what our government is trying to do in terms of fighting and eradicating corruption. Well, sadly, we all know that getting rid of corruption is not an easy task, and of course, in reality, we cannot eliminate corrupt practices because it is in-depthly rooted in our system. But alleviating it would be a better word, o mabawasan ito. I am Eleazar Belgica, Executive Assistant 3 of Chairman GRECO at the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. But I would always, like what ma'am said, I would like to be called as a simple public servant kasi masyadong mahaba yung mga minimension ni ma'am na mga titulo na di naman kailangan banggitin kasi masyado dahil iisa lang naman ang ating tungkulin, kundi ito ang makapagbigay serbisyo sa ating mga kababayan. Always remember from a book called Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 9 to 8. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye, always having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. So that's one of the things that I remember when we do our job. And of course, if you guys are fond of reading the Bible, whatever religion that you're practicing, I just like to share it as a book. So you guys would be inspired with it as well. So in everything you do, put God first, and He will direct and crown all your efforts with success. So that's what I always say in the morning whenever we do something. So gusto lang po mag-share sa atin, pasimula, para lubos natin ma-picture at maintindihan kung saan po tayo nanggaling sa ating lahat ng mga sasabihin sa araw na to, patungkol sa serbisyong publiko o public service. Actually, I asked the coordinator for the CSU what mode of language we would be using, but they said bilingual po tayo sa Cavite State University, because I know that most students in CSU, or all the students, are really bright. So right now I will be speaking bilingual, so English and Tagalog. So the good chairman, Belgica, was also a young leader then. He was the youngest city councilor to be elected at the age of 26. He led the Contra Droga, Contra Corrupt programs on his time. I myself was an advocate of the youth and started from humble beginnings until I finished off the highest education I can attain to be able to serve better. Because I believe that education is one of the things that cannot be stolen from you, and that's what I want to instill in each and every one of the students here and people that's watching this. Na ang edukasyon ang hindi mananakaw sa atin. So sa korupsyon na ito, ninanakaw yung pera natin ng mga korap na mga tao. Pero ang edukasyon at kaalaman, hindi yan, never yan mananakaw ng kahit sino man. So ito lang ang pwede natin pagmalaki. Ganun din kung katulad ko, hindi naman ako mayaman o ano, but I have 2 kids. I have 1 4-month-old baby and I have a 8-year-old. I look very young, maybe that's what they say, but I'm saying ang mapapamana natin sa pamilya natin when you guys grow older or when you have family, or for the people that are here that have family, is syempre yung kaalaman. Yun ang mapapamana natin, edukasyon at kaalaman. So like I said, I started na humble beginning, to share, inspire. I was a working student when I was in high school with numerous jobs, and my mom was a single mom, like I said earlier. I was standing at a fast food chain and went to work as a cleaning custodial staff, or sa atin, alam natin, janitor, in a movie house of the theater while I was studying. I finished high school then and went to college where I got a scholarship for wrestling in college. But then I got injured, so syempre, I lost my scholarship. When I was in college, I was very active in sports and actually represented our country in a mixed martial arts. If you're aware of MMA or yung mixed martial arts, yung parang sa UFC, against a Singaporean fighter, which by God's grace, we took home the win. I was then part of Team Lakay San Fernando La Union and the La Union wrestling team. I was the junior coach. So which the team was, Team Lakay is based in Baguio. So I also had numerous medals from national competitions for wrestling and grappling, sponsored by the Philippine Sports Commission. I was formally signed under a record label on my youth days called Represent the Hood Entertainment with my good friend, which most of the youth knows him nowadays from Flip Top or the rap scene. His price tag, if you search price tag on YouTube, Contrabida. So anyway, that was my music career. And then I worked at the provincial jail in La Union as a correctional health nurse, where I took care of the inmates or the persons deprived of liberty. In 2017, the good chairman was then appointed as a commissioner of the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission, which then he asked me to join him to serve the country as his executive assistant. 3. I shared this story to you all, not to brag or whatever it may seem, but to actually inspire our youth that you can do anything you want as long as you put your heart and mind into it. Of course, with love and honesty and integrity. Because I believe you are all the future of our nation. Ngayon, ano ba itong public service or serbisyo publiko na ito? Medyo gasgas na, lagi naririnig natin. Ang serbisyo publiko ay isang serbisyo na inilaan upang maghatid sa lahat ng mga miyembro ng isang pamamayan, ng serbisyo sa mamayanan. So public service includes services provided by a government residing within its jurisdiction directly through public sector agencies or by financing the provision of services by private enterprises or voluntary organizations. Speaking of voluntary organizations, beyond our mandate, the chairman, GRECO BELGICA, in our team actually joins private sectors called the Truth and Justice Coalition, which he first installed, but now is run by Mr. Gabriel Go. In doing humanitarian acts. This is an act and another type of public service wherein we offer food and supplies to people in their homes that are affected by the pandemic. So what they do is they choose different parts in Philippines where they can give random parts where they can give aid to those mostly affected. And this is called the community food bank. So going back to our topic at hand, another question to answer is, how important are these public services? gaano ba ito ka-importante, itong serbisyo publiko, itong mga serbisyong na ibinibigay ng gobyerno sa atin. Remember, gumagamit tayong lahat ng mga pampublikong serbisyo at pasilidad. Water supply, electricity supply, health services, education, and transportation. Simply obtaining a DFA passport, from the DFA, yung pagkuha ng lisensya o student's permit, and reporting or submitting reports to the PACC are some examples of important public services. These services are intended for everyone. So lahat po tayo dito. There are also instances or challenges that test our character or personality as we serve. The main challenges of delivering service to the public are responsibility, willingness to provide service according to every request, feeling of belonging, not consistency of policies and regulations. That's where ARTA comes in. And absence of integration problems with different government service providers. So doon natitest yung character po natin sa mga public servant na tulad natin. Ano po ba yun? Yun yung pagiging, yung sinabi nga ni Presidente nung una na dapat laging hospitable ang mga tao. They always smile. They always, not everyone you can see that kasi minsan masama na yung araw nila, pero dapat kailangan pa rin na nakasmile dahil nandun ang sinumpaan mong tungkulin na magsilbi ng maayos at sa mga tao na may integridad at dapat nasa puso mo ang pagsisilbi. So this is where we enter as a anti-corruption advocate in our mandate. And that's our topic, honesty and integrity in public service. What does this mean? And how important is it to a public servant? So that's our third point. Bakit ba importante yung honesty, integrity sa public service, so sa serbisyong publiko? Well, honesty or absolute integrity, truth and hard work without indulgences form a natural part of a civil servant's life, whose sole purpose is to effectively deliver services to the public. I always remind our fellow staff or colleagues and fellow public servant that, actually the chairman says that to us all the time, that as public officials and employees, we have the duty of protecting not only our integrity, but also that of the government. We owe it to the Filipino people to have integrity. It means we cannot be bribed, bought, swayed, coerced, or made to do something that does not adhere to the highest moral standards. Our team today, honesty and integrity in public service, has always been a timely topic for the PACC. I think it is relevant because we are always in the thick of fighting corruption. An uphill climb, as evidenced by what has been seen and heard in the media, to our offices, on the streets. It seems that curbing corruption is a big task that cannot be solved properly, like a simple mathematical equation. So, to put it simply, napakahirap talagang solusyonan ng korupsyon kasi dapat baguhin muna ang sarili ng mga naninilbihan, ang puso nila, para talaga natin tuluyan na magtulungan tayo na mabago yung korupsyon, na matanggal po natin ito. Kasi kahit mapalitan na po tayo, and then in the future, people that don't have the same mindset as ours, umupo, di wala din mangyayari. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, ang youth ang pag-asa ng bayan, tayong mga mas bata, dapat matuto tayo sa mga nangyari noon at tayo naman ang maging ehemplo na maging ng tunay na pagbabago sa ating mga puso. Kahit ano pang administrasyon yan, personally speaking, dapat tayo mismo sa sarili natin ang magbago para mabago natin ang mundo. So help yourself, then you can change the world. No? So the web of corruption, they say, has many layers, many tentacles, and can spread like virus if not contained, which is true. If we all do our small part, however, we create opportunities to nip bad habits in the bud. People say this is a hopeless case, But I say that it is a practice. Let us not always discourage with these criticisms, but let's just help one another in fighting this. Let us help our government, because we're doing everything we can, despite the black propaganda that they're pushing through, that the government not doing anything. We're actually doing anything. Actually, we're doing everything we can. Actually, yung mga employees natin, yung mga ating mga kasamahan sa trabaho, they work in 24/7 night and day to just cater all complaints and reports, and masampahan ng kaso lahat ng pwedeng masampahan. So as you have seen, for the past few weeks, the PACC Chairman GRECO BELGICA has been, the PACC has been submitting cases to the Ombudsman. No? So marami pang nakabangko at tuloy-tuloy po yan hanggang matapos ng termino ng ating Pangulo. So hope you learned something today, and we're open for some to answer some few questions. And thank you very much, and God bless Cavite State University.
Thank you so much po, Dr. Eliazar. And we also have with here from PACC PIO, si Sir Martin Yu din po, no? Kasama po ni Dr. Eliazar. And I think both of them can also answer the questions later na pwedeng itanong sa atin ng ating mga kasamahan. I agree that we shouldn't do something that does not conform to our moral standards. And it's true talaga na literacy is a necessity nowadays to further contribute to this national change we all aim for, considering that corruption, sabi nga ni Sir Eliazar, has many layers and many faces. Pero may pag-asa pa, and we believe that the people here on Zoom and those people on Facebook Live are some of the faces din, di ba, nalalaban sa korupsyon. So, kung labanan ng mga mukha, di ba, ng katapatan at ng korupsyon, for sure, it's always the good that will win. Di ba po, ang panlaban lagi sa kasamaan ay ang patuloy na paggawa ng kabutihan. At para mas makapagkwentuhan pa po tayo, dadako po tayo sa ating open forum to be facilitated by another young-looking man, ang pambato namin sa College of Arts and Sciences, our very diligent extension coordinator, none other than Sir Andrew Siducon. Good morning po, Sir Andrew.
Good morning, everyone, especially to our speaker this morning, represented by Dr. Eliazar. Sir, may tanong kami. Kapatid niyo po ba si Secretary?
Hindi po. Bali, yung mother ko po at father niya ay magkapatid. Bali, pinsan ko po.
Okay, sir. Sir, we have a question here. Sir, kasi medyo mahaba. Naggawa po ako ng isang PowerPoint presentation.
Patay.
And I'm very happy, sir. I will share screen po. So can you see it, Ma'am Eileen?
Yes po, sir. Ipipresenter view na lang po.
Okay, so here's the question, sir, from Professor Hilchor Cobilio from the CMDS. The question is, ISO 9001 Quality Management System certification is a requirement for all government agencies and instrumentalities, including state universities and colleges. Another certification, ISO 37001, or Anti-Bribery Management System, which according to experts can be integrated to QMS of the agencies. Will you, in the PACC, recommend or endorse the same to be another certification requirement for all government agencies to ensure that agencies are free from graft and corruption practices? How soon should it be? Thank you, Chairperson Belgica of PACC. Sir?
Okay. I cannot speak for the chairperson, but I will definitely bring this up with him. But I think we do have a recommendation already in hand drafted by our lawyers and the chairman, of course. And I would be sending the complete information at the CSU email once I acquired it. But yes, unfortunately, I'm not the chairman, but I will try my best to answer each and every question that you have as truthful as possible, as factual as possible. So that would be my answer for that.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, we have...
please, Sir Andrew, please send that to me either via Viber, so I can actually answer that right away, completely. So
Yes, sir, we will.
please do,
Then,
sir.
yes, sir. And sir, we have another question here. How easy or difficult is it to maintain honesty and integrity in public service?
Well, it is easy if you're following a good life. For example, you believe in the word of the Lord Jesus Christ. If you're actually following that principles, then it would be easy for you. But if you're longing for a life of filth and wealth, then I don't think it would be easy for you. So basically, I say for us it's easy, but for people that are longing for more, then it's certainly difficult. So yeah. So would you like to add some more to that question?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
People, I think you want to hear is when people bribe and stuff like that, do you think that we accept? No, never. We will never accept bribery and all those things. But kaya ang sinasabi ko, kapag sinusundan mo ang salita ng Diyos at nasa puso mo yon, ang kabutihan, walang sino mang demonyo o masamang elemento ang makakasira sa pananaw mo sa ganyan. So
Amen to that, sir. And I think everybody will agree to what you have said. Tama po yan, ano? Basta nasa puso natin ang kabutihan and of course si Lord. So lahat ay gagawa tayo ng mabuti. And we have another follow-up question here, sir. Getting interesting. So can you cite simplest to most common form of graft and corruption that you have seen in the government?
Of course, the most common one that we see, I think all of us know, is yung mga SOP na nakasuhan pa nga ng PACC ni Chairman, yung mga paggawa ng project, tapos may porsyento ang certain district engineers, and I think yan yung talagang kailangan natin mabago po sa sistema, yung ganyang mga SOP or lagay, kasi imbis na mapupunta sa infrastruktura yung gagamiting pera, nag-iisip pa yung contractor kung paano nila pagkakasyahin yung pera para magawa nila ng maayos yun, tapos paano nila bibigyan si ganito. So if we just, if the entire money was placed in that on that project, I think hindi mababakbak yung mga bagay-bagay. I mean, it would be a better job than the current one. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's an open secret that everybody knows that needs to be it's being addressed actually. Even yung mga, alam ko, yung mga estudyante dyan na kumukuha ng lisensya ng driver's license, tapos may tinatawag na fixers doon, a common corruption, right? So they pay money, they get their stuff done quickly, which is not right. Kasi unang-una, for example lang, I think it's an open secret. Everybody knows. They know it. But kaya ginagawa natin ngayon lang sa panahon na to, sa panahon na meron si Presidente at sila Chairman at si ng ARTA, na nahuhuli na talaga itong mga ganitong tao. Kasi dati parang lantaran pa sila. You pay money, you get your license, you don't know the street rules, kaya maraming aksidente, maraming bangga, etc. So those are the two common things of corruption that we see, the types. So yes, I hope that answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So natutunan natin, it's actually an open secret na, no?
Yeah.
Ang hirap pa rin talaga sa part, ano? So thank you so much, sir, for answering. And we have some more questions here, sir.
Okay.
So this is coming from the field of journalism. So what role does media play in this fight against corruption, since they are called watchdogs, helping the promotion of transparency in the government? How does PACC use the power of media?
Well, mas takot na ang mga magnanakaw ngayon. Kaya mas kailangan natin ng mga mata at tenga sa bayan. So yung mga watchdogs na yun po yung They're the one who tells us what's wrong, and some of them gives us aids us obtain some proof evidences or substantial evidences, and the media actually helps us a lot in spreading these awareness na para makatulong ang ating mga kababayan sa pagsugpo ng korupsyon o at least pagbawas man ito. So there are other outlets and ways to ipa-plug ko na rin kung paano makakatulong siguro. Actually, we have a text line 24/7. It's on 0906-692-7324. You can text that text line for any corruption-related concerns or any criminality that you have seen, suspect, or you know about. Then don't hesitate to text us. It's a text line, so the system accepts text but not calls, unfortunately. Kasi I think the call can be catered by 8888, but it's a different agency that's sumbukan ng bayan. But you can text us with that number, and mas maigi ngayon actually ang time to execute info through media and social media channels kasi mas mabilis, di ba? Mas accurate at visible lahat. Walang sikreto dahil lahat nakikita at pwede ka pa mag-correct kung may mali. So nauuso ngayon yung binibidyohan, sinisend sa atin at nakikita at mas madali na pong aksyonan, mas madali pong makarating sa atin. And we can always hide your anonymity. You can request na maging anonymous po kayo kapag natatakot naman kayo kasi karamihan sa atin like myself before President Duterte ran and the chairman was appointed, iniisip ko noon nung estudyante pa lang ako na parang wala nang pag-asa to wala nang pag-asa yung ganitong sistema, bulok na sistema, mag-abroad na lang ako, mga ganong bagay ba. But nung nakaupo si Presidente at nalaman natin yung kanyang adhikain ipares din sa atin at kay Chairman GRECO BELGICA, kaya naging mas malakas po yung laban natin, yung chance natin na sugpuin o kahit papaano mabawasan at malinis yung gobyerno natin sa mga ganitong klaseng mga tao. Kaya wag po kayong matakot or mag-alinlangan or magdalawang isip na mag-report sa atin kasi gagawin natin lahat ng makakaya natin para matulungan. So considering we have enough evidences, to nip that person in the bud, that's actually kaya focus tayo ngayon sa Facebook dahil nandito ngayon ang tao since it's the pandemic, people's always online. So nasa social media ang tao sa pamamagitan ng mainstream media, social media platforms, mas malakas ang kampanya natin kontra corruption.
Okay, thank you so much for that, sir. And we have, sir, mayroon lang po ditong isang comment sa chat. Probably can text line po please to post here. Sir, do you have info material na contain po yung text that we can use when we want to report something related to drafted?
Yes, sir, we do. Would you like me to send it now?
Yes, sir.
Sir Martin, please send kay Sir Andrew. Yes,
sir, thank you. And we have another. This is not a question, sir, but I think it's more of a compliment. So from Nanita Panaligan from the College of Nursing.
Okay.
Said that, good morning to everyone. I'm so happy to see a nursing professional who is so humble and in a position wherein integrity and good values are prominent qualification requirements.
Wow.
Nurses are truly amazing. Most are called but not only to care but also to lead. So amazing sharing, Dr. Eliasar.
Thank you po, College of Nursing, Dean, and students. So malaki din ang population, sir, ng College of Nursing.
Medyo, sir, malaki-laki din po. Ngayon, sir, mayroon na po kaming College of Medicine, right, Ma'am Eileen? So,
nice. Opo.
Meron na rin po kami bagong-bago yan. And nice. Sir, we have to continue our open forum. So we still have some more questions here. So come May 2022 election. So how do we educate the youth in choosing candidates who are honest and have integrity?
Well, of course, we have to, number one, we have to check their track records, if they've been fighting off corruption, and what are the things that they have been doing to fight off corruption and criminality and illegal drugs. So basically, they just have to research well on their candidates, and pray over it. Of course, you have to pray over everything you do. You have to pray over it. You ask the Lord for guidance, and you just deep inside you what you think is the person that's right for that job, then you should vote for him or her. So yun po yun. Basically, research. Number one, pray, research, and follow your heart. So.
Okay, so that's it, guys. So research and follow your heart sa ating mga candidates this May 2022 election. And sir, okay, for the benefit of everyone, so nakalink na po sa ating chat box yung pong link so that you can see the text line, or you can email your concerns regarding graft and corruption. So nandun na po sa ating chat box. I think we still have another question here, sir.
Okay po.
So, ito more on experience sharing, sir. So, what are the biggest challenges you experienced in your journey at PACC? So, meaning some example of fighting corruptions or revealing the truth behind corruption cases po. Thank you.
Okay. This is basically speaking for the chairman. Well, I see him from the third person's view, watching him on the sidelines. May mga tao na siyang, for example, sa BIR entrapment, yung taong na-entrap natin doon na kasama si chairman, kaklase pa niya noon. So it's basically you don't choose people katulad nga ni presidente, kahit kakilala pa niya o ano, basta mali, tanggal, kasuhan. So ganun din po ang adikain ni Chairman GRECO BELGICA, na kahit kaklase pa niya ito noon, nagulat na siya nung time na yun, nakita nung inimbestigahan yung tao at nung hinuli na, wala siyang magawa kundi hulihin talaga. Hindi naman porket kakilala o kaibigan, ligtas na, mali ang ginagawa. So that's one of the things that are actually heartbreaking stuff na experience ng isang tao nagtatrabaho sa PACC, especially if mabuti kang tao, then it's really hard to see your colleagues or maybe your friends going to that thing na hulihin sila, pero wala tayong magagawa dahil yun ang mali sila so dapat maparusahan. So may death threat din, of course, si chairman, maraming death threat siya, maraming galit na corrupt. So hindi naman galit yung mabubuti, kasi magagalit ka lang naman kapag ikaw na yung hinuhuli or ikaw yung investigan kasi alam mong may mali sa'yo. But if you're a good person, you're doing the right thing, you're an honest man or woman, honest public servant with integrity, you will not be angry, but instead you will be helping in eradicating corruption. Sana nasa puso naman na sa sarili ng tao yan. Alam nila kung corrupt sila o hindi. They can justify what they're saying na ginagawa naman ng iba to, namana ko na lang to, para naman sa pamilya ko to, binibigyan ko naman sila kapag tumatakbo ko, may pera naman yung mamamayan. No, those are just mere lame excuses. So ang mahirap, di mo pa alam kung sino ang in a plain layman's terms, hindi mo alam kung sino ang bibira sa'yo. Masakit rin nakakilala o kaibigan ng sangkot, pero kailangan gawin ng trabaho. So basically, that would be the experiences that one of the few experiences that the commissioner have experienced, which I've witnessed during his term as a commissioner, then as a chairman. So so that's basically the hard part, seeing people that or actually being finding out that they're doing these type of things. So nagulat ka, akala mo kaibigan mo, tapos yung pala corrupt pala, kaya pala mayaman. So yeah, but you have to do your job. So I hope that answers that sharing of experience. Dean Andrew.
Thank you so much, sir. Talagang yung trabaho niyo sa opisina is very, ang tingin ko, napaka-selfless. Kasi you're defending yung para sa taong bayan para maiwasan yung korupsyon dito sa ating bayan. And sir, kudos sa inyong opisina for doing that.
Thank you, sir.
Not just for your office but also para sa taong bayan.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for educating these bright students, and hopefully they would be a partner for change, and sooner or later they would be the one leading this nation.
Yes, sir. Ang nasa mga kabataan ang mga susunod na leader po natin. Tama po.
At sir. Opo, susunod galing din sa CSU.
Ay wow, sir. Sana nga po. Amen. And sir, bago po tayo mag-end, wala na po yatang tanong. May isang shout-out lang po dito from Mr. Edgar Pineda. Ang sabi niya po, ang kurap ay pahirap sa bayan. Katotohanan at katarungan, sabay-sabay nating ipaglaban. So that is from Sir Mr. Edgar Pineda. So sir, thank you so much. Meron pa po ba tayong question, ma'am? So wala na po ako nakikita sa chat box and here in our group. So can we proceed now to the next session? So sir, thank you so much, Dr. Eliazar.
Thank you so much, Dean Andrew and Ma'am Lady Eileen, and the President and all the officers and directors and students that are here today. Thank you for having me, and hopefully I've shared a somewhat inspiring message so you guys can pursue your dreams. And I think madalas din naman na may interpret yung PECC kasi nga lahat ng bagay sinusumbong sa atin. Like they think that we're Superman. Lahat ng klase. Minsan may na-post din sa page ni chairman na may nagpapabili ng patis or some stuff like that. So and then away ng kapitbahay. So but we still do what we can, or they ask for the SAP concerns, yung sa social amelioration fund. But we do everything that we can to assist every individual by endorsing to proper agencies concerned that can help them, and we make sure that they'll be able to help. So basically those are the things. So wala nang question, and thank you so much for having us. God bless po.
Thank you so much po, Dr. Eliazar and Sir Andrew, for facilitating the open forum. Agree po tayo dyan, no? Talagang kahit yung maliliit na mga bagay ay pwedeng pagsimulan ng korupsyon. At syempre, ang taong bayan po kailangan po talaga ng kakampi kasi kung hindi nila alam kung saan ang sumbungan ng bayan, mahirapan din silang ipaglaban yung kanilang mga karapatan. So salamat po sa PACC for all the hard work, and of course, to our guest speaker this morning. Siguro ilan lang sa mga nabanggit din ni Sir, no? Kailangan talaga nakita natin sa operations ng PACC yung culture din talaga ng utang na loob, diba, yung padrino system, and maybe yung negative side of the Filipinos being too relational. Kaya minsan, nahirapan tayong isumbong yung mali at nagiging konsentidor tayo. Pero this time, we are reminded na kung ito ay correction for the common good, we're actually doing the person a favor, diba, when we correct their bad behavior, and we're also doing it, for the country na rin. Sabi nga ni Sir BELGICA kanina, the only reason why we remain poor in a very wealthy nation is because of corruption. And evil is best defeated when we make integrity and honesty a lifestyle. Kaya naman gawin natin to sama-sama sa ngalan ng Diyos at ng bayan, because the public office is a public trust. Sa puntong ito po ay dadako na tayo sa formal na paggawad ng Certificate of Appreciation sa ating tagapagsalita this morning. So allow me to read the contents of the certificate. Republic of the Philippines, Cavite State University presents this Certificate of Appreciation to Mr. BELGICA for in grateful recognition of the invaluable expertise as resource speaker leading to the successful holding of the Episode 3 entitled Maintaining Honesty and Integrity in Public Service as part of ISTORYA webinar series conducted by Extension Services in partnership with CAS, CEMDS, CvSU-CCAT Campus and CvSU Imus Campus, held on May 27, 2021 via Zoom and Facebook Live, signed by Dr. Hernando D. Robles, University President. Muli po natin nating palakpakan Mr. GRECO Antonious BEDA B, BELGICA, represented by Dr. Eleazar BELGICA and Mr. Martin Yu from PCO or PACC rather. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikiisa sa umagang ito. But before we proceed to the next part, we believe that one way to fight the evil use of money, corruption, is to use this money for good, diba? For doing good deeds. Kaya naman po, we would like to promote the donation drive that CvSU is doing right now. This initiative is being organized by Cavite State University Gender and Development Resource Center, the Faculty Association, Alumni Association, and Alumni Affairs Office, and Extension Services. So we are conducting a COVID-19 donation drive to raise funds to help communities greatly impacted by the pandemic. Makikita nyo po yan sa official Facebook page ng CvSU Extension Services. And we would like to seek help to help the community na rin po. So we accept cash and in-kind donations. May proper liquidation po yan kasi no to corruption tayo. So we make sure that all your donations definitely will reach the beneficiaries. We accept cash donation and you will see the GCash accounts and Land Bank Savings account po posted on the Facebook page of Extension Services. And we also do have drop-off locations for in-kind donations. That will be the Gender and Development Resource Center Office and the University Gates 1 and 2. So, syempre po, with the following health protocols, hindi to limitasyon, no? Para po tayo ay hindi makatulong sa kapwa, kundi sa paggawa ng tama, definitely we can also help fight this evil use of money through corruption by doing it through through good deeds rather, through this donation drive. So, inaanyayahan po namin kayo na makiisa at tulungan po natin ang ating bayan na labanan ang epekto ng pandemya this period of the year. So also, today is a big day for our participants who participated in the Extra Lens, which means extension-related activity to not lose Earth and its sustainability. Ito po yung ating competition launch in relation to ISTORYA Episode 2 about sustaining our nature or to help the environmental conservation. So this photography contest was done in the past few months and people voted for the winner. And so today, big congratulations to the winner who submitted this photo. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that's the winning photo. It's entitled Sowing the Seeds for Bridging Network Through Harmonized Initiatives or BINHI. Congratulations po. Sabi dyan sa caption, cultivating partnerships and commitment to grow, therapy, and joined 150 volunteers from Provincial Government and Natural Resources Office, Municipal Environment and Natural Resources or MENRO of General Trias City, students, faculty members, and non-academic staff of CvSU-CCAT towards the mission of modifying our communities into resilient, adapted to the changing climate and greener future. This photo was taken last October 28, 2019, so pre-pandemic. That's why baka matanong nyo bakit walang mask, pre-pandemic pa po ito. They've been doing extension services even before the pandemic, and this was taken at the location of Cavite State University CCAT Campus. The implementer is Cavite State University CCAT Research and Extension Unit. Congratulations po. And the photo was taken by Roselle Leinster, Dean J. Julian. So the title of the extension project is 1,000 Efforts to Rehabilitate and Redefine a Pueblo. They call it Therapy, which is a really good name. So congratulations po. I remember the teacher on the photo is my advisor in third year high school, Ma'am Marilu. We are proud of you po. 3 Rutherford batch 20 or 2006 is proud of you and your team. So once again, congratulations po at maraming salamat from PACC, our speaker and our representatives who really shared a lot of insights and inspired us to really do our part in this fight against corruption. Para naman po sa mga dumalo at nakibahagi sa gawain ito ay padadala po ang inyong sertipiko ng partisipasyon matapos nyo pong sagutan ang evaluasyon. Ang link po makikita nyo po dito sa screen. If flash po ang ating link to the evaluation, it will also be posted on the chat box and on the comment section sa Facebook Live natin. By the way po, yung ating pong winners sa ating extra lens photography contest ay na-contact na po, and the other participants were also given consolation prizes. So maraming salamat po sa pakikibahagi sa mga gawaing pang-extension, hindi lang po para sa universidad, kundi higit lalo sa paglilingkod natin sa greater community. At para po sa pangwakas sa pananalita, tawagin po natin ang masipag na dekana ng College of Economics, Management and Development Studies na wala rin pong kapaguran. Let's all welcome Dr. Tita Lopez. Good morning po, ma'am.
Good morning po, Ma'am Eileen, and good morning po sa lahat. First, thank you so much po kay Dr. Eliazar from PACC and to the rest of the people from PACC. Very inspiring po to hear and to see ang advocacy nyo or yung passion nyo po with your advocacy to have a clean government. So maraming salamat po, sir. Integrity and honesty are two big words that are expected from a public servant. If I may borrow a quote from Spencer Johnson, he states that integrity is telling myself the truth and honesty is telling the truth to other people. Integrity is choosing your thoughts and actions based on values rather than personal gain. It is also known as moral uprightness and strong adherence to honesty and fairness. And as what Dr. BELGICA said a while ago, we have the duty of protecting not only our integrity, but also that of the government as public servants. And this is a great challenge for everyone because people may doubt what we say, but always remember that they will always believe what we do. So yun lang po, let's all continue to do what is good and wag po tayong magsasawa, wag po tayong mawawala ng pag-asa na soon magkakaroon po talaga tayo na clean government and mawawala itong sinasabi natin, pinag-usapan natin kanina mga corruption. So we all just have to believe and start it with ourselves. So yung hashtag po natin na ako ang simula. Yun lang po at maraming salamat po muli sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Tita. Sabi nga po ni Ma'am, tell the truth and tell it to other people. At huwag tayong mapagod. Sabi nga po, Galatians 6:9-10, let's not become weary of doing what's right or what's good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So ito po yung ating bunga ng ating pagkilos ay ang isang malinis na pamahalaan kasama ang bawat mamamayan. At sa pagtatapos po ng ating episode 3 this morning, ito po naman po ang pagsisimula ng ating kolektibong aksyon laban sa korupsyon. Pansamantala po tayong maghihiwa-hiwalay para bumuo ng mga panibagong kwento ng tagumpay at magkita-kita po tayo sa susunod na buwan. Tandaan po natin, huling Webes ng buwan para sa susunod pong episode ng Istorya, Impactful Services and Transformative Opportunities in Response to the Needs of the Community and the Academe. And this episode po is brought to you by Cavite State University Extension Services in partnership with the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Economics, Management and Development Studies, CvSU-CCAT Campus, and CvSU Imus Campus. In behalf po of these organizing committees, muli po kami nagpapasalamat sa inyong pakikilahok. Ito po ang inyong tagapagdali ng programa, Lady Eileen, na nagpapaalalang ang korupsyon ay mahirap talagang problema sa sistema, pero kayang-kayang solusyonan kung lahat tayo ay magiging mata at tenga para sa Diyos at para sa ating bansa. Muli po, marami pong salamat. Thank you so much for joining us today. See you next session. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Hi, ma'am. God bless.
God bless po.
Thank you po.
Para po sa mga nasa Zoom, if ever po, pwede po tayo mag-picture with our representatives from PACC. So if you can open your cam po for a photo opportunity. Okay, maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa amin today. Now we are really seeing the faces fighting against corruption together with people from Facebook Live. So 5 seconds po to turn on our camera and yan, let's show our support to this advocacy against corruption. Sige po, we have 3 pages. So let's take the photo for page 1. Smile lang po. 1, 2, smile. Okay po, let's go to page 2. Just keep smiling po sa ating mga kasamahan. 1, 2, smile. Okay, last page, just say mabuti. Okay, 1, 2, smile. Okay, maraming salamat po. Have a good lunch po.
Ma'am, pakiano po yung link sa chat box.
Noted po, ma'am.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Yung link po sa chat box
Okay po, ma'am. We'll post the evaluation link po sa chat box before you
Thank
leave
you.
the room po. Thank you po.
Ma'am Lady, we'll post po yung link sa Facebook page din. Kasi once po na i-close natin, ma-end natin tong meeting dito po, ay hindi na po nila makikita sa chat box. So,
Opo, ma'am. So, better po na check din po and don't forget to like po, ano po ma'am, the Facebook page.
Thank you so much po. Opo.
Thank you po. And meron po yatang limit until maybe tomorrow po, no ma'am?
Hanggang 8 a.m. lang po. Tapos i-close na po namin yung link. Thank you.
Okay po. So please make sure po you answer the evaluation link before 8 a.m. tomorrow. So better po today as you maybe take your lunch. Salamat po.
Thank you so much po sa lahat. Thank you po.